Leo, the same messages of everybody else. Mayday, Mayday coming into land. So there's got to be this energy of everybody seems to be travelling, definitely through the tarot and channel messages. Mayday, Mayday, Mayday coming into land, coming into land. Landings, you might be a Scorpio or a Life Path 4 or an Aries, because landings is a funeral parlour. There has also been someone also that's very ill also. So I don't know what this is around where there could be someone that's very ill at this time. Because they keep saying landings, which is a funeral, so it might be a funeral or something that happens, but it's definitely been happening over on Patreon. If you're a Patreon follower, you've seen that we've come up with judgment quite a few times and different energies, but there's been a lot to do with, and I think it's really kind of representing your energy too, where there's around like elderly people around you or something like that, and someone could be ill, or there could be hospital visits, that kind of stuff that could really be going on this month for a lot of you. It could be an elderly patient or resident or something like that, residential home. Some of you might work at home, which would mean for elderly patients, work in hospitals, so on and so forth. And it's really around people that need care, like care assistant, that kind of stuff. For some of you, I'm also hearing personal assistant, like a PA or TA, teacher assistant, personal assistant, assistant manager, also something around your sister, as well. If you've got a sister or a brother, they might be very persistent of asking for some kind of money or a loan. Is what I'm hearing also. Loan, Laura, Lucy, Louise, Louisiana, Polly, but like loan shark, like shark beads. So it might be a Piscean or something like that, asking for a loan, needing a loan. Somebody that asks someone for money quite a lot here. I'm definitely hearing a lot. Laura, Lucy, Louise, Lucifer, a Capricorn energy. Someone keeps asking someone for money or something like that, or a loan. Okay, or you need a bank loan or something around banking and money. Definitely an energy of like Mayday, Mayday coming into land. Okay, so there's like travel expenses, that kind of stuff around you and your energy. Andrew, definitely keep hearing Andrew, Andrea, Mansfield, Manson, Marilyn Manson. Really? Some of you into music, guitars, music, Marilyn Manson, like rock singing or some kind of singing event or angel radio like I do. But like rock singing, Marilyn Manson, rappers. I'm going to say this, if you're a follower of Angel Radio, I just released one out on Angel Radio, and I did say this in the last reading, not to talk about myself so much, but I do have Aquarius and Venus, so for a few reasons, if you haven't followed me before, okay, for Scorpio, Aries, you can watch this as an Aquarian or a Leo, okay, because we look at 8, basically. So if I call out Leo, I call out 8. 8 is also an Aquarian, which is also Life Path 8. So you can watch both of those readings, so it represent the same. So if any of you are into rapping, music, angel radio, the sort of stuff that I did, if you're wondering where I got the Eminem and also the Ice Cube lyrics from, okay, I'm part of a channel that you have to pay for, okay, and you can type in what you want, and it's like a text-to-speak. I think it's called UberDuck, okay? And it's a text-to-speak program, and they've got loads of different rappers, people, even YouTube people. Okay, you type in what you want it to say. You can say so many words, and then you press generate, and it generates the rapper to say what it is that you want them to say. So you can get them to say fucking anything, really. The audio is really not great, but you can kind of work with it. So if any of you are looking for like lyrics, I would suggest looking up UberDuck. Okay. Because I'm hearing like music references, that kind of stuff, blah blah blah. But you do have to pay. I think it's £8 a month. I think, but you can have some fun with it. That's pretty much what I'm doing for music. So you could be into music, rapping, that kind of stuff. Into a bit of stuff, someone that's really attractive. Okay, so I'm picking up like a bit of stuff. Ooh, a bit of stuff. Traveling though, definitely traveling. They keep saying traveling circuit training. Again, man, same messages. You must have like an Aquarian, Leo, or the last few that I did, Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, Sagittarian, okay, where I said circuit training. So you might be buying a treadmill like I am, or doing circuit training, Jim, Jolene, Juicing, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, juicing, using, someone could be using drugs around you, copious amounts of ganja or whatever it is. Also dumbbell training, elliptus training, lymph nodes. Some of you might be the sign of Cancer or something around lymph nodes that you might be having checked out this month around your lymph nodes. I'm hearing Lynn, Finn, or Finlay, Finelay. Someone's going somewhere to get laid. Waylaid, Wayman, also the name Swaley Baxter, Swaley Hammond. Swaley, Baxter, someone that's Baxter, Swaley Baxter. Okay, that's the message there for a friend. Someone could be very ill here. There could be a passing of somebody here. It could be Swaley Baxter, Swaley Hammond. So yeah, I'm definitely picking up a Baxter energy. It really could be someone that's very ill this month here. Swaley, I'm definitely keeping the name Swaley Baxter. Something to do with Baxter. So if we're looking at 8, we're looking at like Leo, Life Path 8. You can watch this as Life Path 8. So it's a message from my friend Rob, Mel, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Justin, Jackie, Baxter. There could be someone that's very ill. There could be a funeral this month. There's something around lymph node, that kind of energy. Maybe signs of cancer. So you could be dealing with the Cancerian Life Path 7. That's where those messages just came up from also. There could be travelling, just came over. Something just came over me and I felt ill. Or someone's coming over to stay. Okay, something like that. Okay, could be parents, this kind of stuff. Right, so that's just off the top of the cuff. Mark, the name Mark, Melissa, Maria, Mark, Capricorn, Mark of the Devil, 666. So it could be a Life Path 6, Capricorn, Gemini. Mark, I've marked my territory. Polecat, someone's pissed up someone's leg, or someone's pissed up all the time and they're drinking. Or someone's marked their territory. Could be a Capricorn, Leo, but marked my territory. Territorial, very predator, sexual predator or predatorial. I don't know. Is it fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger, like the Predator? I don't know. But basically, someone marking their territory. Okay. So this could be humans. That's mine. That's mine. That isn't yours. That's mine. I got my eye on the pussy, eye on the tiger. We come up for another reading. Anyway, let's get on. So Leo, so just watch the other readings. Okay, if you don't know, you're oblivious to why. You must have people with these signs in your chart, or you're following the numbers, or something rising Venus, Jupiter. Messages are repetitive. They're coming out the same energy. Okay, so let's see. Any advice there for Leo this month, or now, basically? It will lie to your face, man. Keeps coming out. It's Stephen, someone's lying to you, or you're lying to somebody, or they think you're lying, or it's to do with a Pisces for a lot of you, Pisces. Okay, so you might have been dealing with a person in the past. If you're a Cancerian, Life Path 7, and you've got an ex with children, like Justin and everybody else, and you've been dealing with the Pisces and got children, just watch your Cancerian reading, Life Path 7, so on and so forth. Justin, Aquarium, watch Life Path 7. Came up something around children, so on and so forth. There's messages for you guys lying to one another. Okay, or lying to your mother, or this is your mother, or someone that you lie to. Your mother has probably taught you to lie to them. If you're not lying to them, then there's just about, well, why would you lie? There'd obviously be a reason why someone would need to lie to their mother. Okay. So basically just not really telling them anything or telling them the truth. Okay. So let's see, it could be a Libra, Life Path 2 energy maybe. Let's see, Leo, any messages for Leo? So don't worry, we do get into your tarot, Leo. This is also going to be clarified. Okay, because, fuck it, exactly the same as what I just did for Cancerian. You must be a Life Path 7 or a Cancerian. Because I said, because the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Something to do around Australia, someone from Australia. Okay, could be Pisces, could be Putchi, lying her ass off. Because, fuck it. Why? Because, just fuck it. Okay, I've got a bucket list, I've got things to do, and I've got plans to make. I've got people to see and places to be. So the name B, Beth, Bethel, Bethany, Brian. Could be my mum lying to your face, Brian. There could be a B, 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 B. Someone's called BB, BB, Beanie. Name Beanie, Helen. Might be the tax office lying to you, or you're lying to the tax office. When you go there, Steve, to do your taxes. Let's see, it could be a taxi service. There you go. There's Steve energy. I've got a friend called Al. Al, Steve. He's got a stepbrother called Steve. Okay, came up in the last reading that I did of Cancerian, because you're a Cancerian. Some of you must have had this. It's a taxi service. They lie to one another. Two brothers, stepbrothers. They lie to one another. So it could be the representation of what came up in the last reading of this one. That's why I got confused and thinking, Steve, is that really me? I don't really lie. But again, there's other Steves in the universe, right? So there's an energy of here of someone called Alan, okay, or Ali or Alison, and then a Steve also. They could be brothers or stepbrothers, okay? Sister or brother, I don't know, whichever way you like. But there is something of lying to a sibling here. One of them could be a Pisces, Capricorn. There's a Capricorn Cancerian. Okay, so I'm picking up this is more of a sibling kind of energy here. Brother and sister. Let's see. Leo. So forgive, let that shit go. Or change your radio. Okay, just let that shit go. Forgive. Move on. Okay, and basically try to stop lying to one another if you are. Be honest, be fruitful, and kind of, forgive the person. Could just be like a little white lie. Just be something that someone doesn't want to admit. Could be their feelings even. I don't know. But let's see. One more card please for Leo. You're a hot mess. Fact, Steve. Clean yourself up. So someone needs to clean themselves up. You could be going for a deep clean at the dentist, which I am doing tomorrow. So I'm hearing clean, 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 clean. Some of you are trying to get clean from drugs, alcohol, some copious amounts of ganja, or drinking. Someone that's trying to get clean. Good on you. Well done. Done, Pucci. Some of you, this is where you might be going to the dentist for a hygiene clean, which I do tomorrow. So that's got to be that energy. Let that shit go. Clean your act up. Something to do with you're a hot mess, fat. Clean yourself up. So you might be just looking to buy some new clothes. Clean yourself up. Kind of, I don't know, just like work out, that kind of thing. Okay, Steve, that's probably me. You're a hot mess, Steve. Fact, clean your fucking self up. Let's see. To be quite honest with you, I don't ever really... clothes and shit like that. Any of you, have you ever really worried about fashion? I'm not really like fashion into because I don't really go out. If I go out, if I'm like, right, there's a date, or I'm going to be going out, I would do myself up because I'm a Piscean. I would do myself up, but generally, if I'm just going to the shop, I'll be like, tracksuit, t-shirt, just go out and fuck it. I work from home, so let's see. It's pretty much like that around here, though. In the UK, where I live, it's like a Fenland town where we're all just like, you're right there, boy, how you getting on? Yeah, I'm all right. No one's really bothered about what anyone's fucking wearing in this town. We're very placid kind of people. We take you as you are. When you go to the doctors, they say to you, hey, we need a stool sampled here. They say, okay, Fred, just leave your wire fronts at the front desk. There's a good sample in there for you. So some of you might be a comedian like myself. Some of you might be sampling, like doing like samples with like a Machine Plus or something like that, and sampling music, blah blah blah, rapping, radio, angel radio, rapping, artist samples, looking for samples, music samples, vocal samples, keyboard samples, whatever kind of sample, sampling old radio kind of stuff like myself, where you pick up a soul track and then you sample it. Right, sampling. Okay. So let's see. It will lie to your face. What is this about? Lying to someone's face. What is this about? Because this did come up around siblings. Sisters, brothers, there you go. Lying to someone's face. You're either a child and you lie to your mother because they teach you to. Okay? Because if they wasn't teaching you to do that, you would want to be honest with them. If it's the Spanish Inquisition and someone gets uncomfortable and they do not want to speak, that's probably why they're not. So they'll just say, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, just get on with it. Yeah, I've just got other things to do. I don't know. Okay, so basically someone of your brother or your sister, if you've got one, okay, or they have, okay, because it can still be vice versa, someone lies to someone's face, okay, even a friend. No, I'm just going to lie. Okay, lie about the kids, lie about my family, lie about my brother or sister, don't ask. Because, why? Because fuck it, because I said so, that's why. So Taurus, Sagittarius, okay, so you might be lying to your husband or your wife, definitely if you're into the polygamy situation, because fuck it, I'm in a relationship, that's why. Don't ask me about my relationship. If it's going well, I do not need anybody else interfering in it, because I'm trying not to listen to anybody that might be trying to kibosh my relationship. I know what I'm doing in it, I'm an adult, I can do what I want, okay, so please do not ask, keep your nose to yourself, because if you ask, I'll probably just lie anyway. Okay, so not lying unforgiven, but it's basically just kind of like, look, just forgive, forget, move on. Okay, so what is the forgive, forget? So some of you might be lying to parents, or you've got kids and they don't tell you the truth because of a third party. You might be in something to do around a Pisces. You could have been married in the past, could have had children, and you guys just spend majority of the time lying to one another. Okay, forgive and let that shit go. Stop hurting one another, but you can't stop another person from hurting another person. If you're like, you know what, I'm really not out to get you, I'd just rather not speak to you, I just don't want to get involved, I do not want to start lying, I'd rather just stay out your way, because we've gone through this cycle so many times that I realise that you don't change for me, I don't change for you, neither of us really change, we basically just need to separate and stop arguing. So this might be a relationship, a marriage, something that's going on with your family. If you've got mothers and fathers that are really, or siblings that are fucking arguing about a relationship, you might be children realising that your parents may be splitting up here. Okay. You're a hot mess. Fact, clean yourself up. Round of 3, Pisces. Steve, Spirit is giving you a message. You need to hurry up and go to the hygiene cleaners tomorrow, get your teeth sorted out, which I've been waiting for fucking ages, because if you book a hygiene clean, they say, yes, thank you very much, I'll see you in 5 months. I've been waiting 3 or 4, 5 months for my fucking dentist appointment. It is ridiculous. But this might also be where you are trying to go to a hospital, to a dentist, to anything like that you have to go to, okay? If this is a third party, fucking buck your ideas up, stop being a hot mess and get over it, okay? Because it's not helping you, okay? Something that you're doing is not helping, okay? Because you're still addicted to your past, you're still dwelling over fucking, arguments. I really need to sort myself out. For those people that want to dislike me and go off, you're not really going to learn anything if you can't take the truth from a stranger. That's the work that you need to put into yourself. If you're willing to listen, that means you're willing to listen and learn. Everybody has to drop their ego at some point, okay? If you don't and you want to go off and you want to be lied to, then do that, see how that gets on, okay? See how you get on with being lied to, okay? Because it is saying about someone being lied to, and if you want to lie to yourself, that's the worst thing you can ever really do, okay? So it will lie to your face. What's that? Page of Wands. So Capricorn, Taurus or Virgo, but it is normally a Capricorn energy because it's cardinal, but it can also mean like Cancerian and any other cardinal sign. But brothers and sisters lying to one another, more than likely here someone, if you've got siblings. I don't. So that means that could be them, Emily, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Justin, Jackie, and you are the child of a parent that you lie to because of whatever it is that you realise that you don't want to speak to this energy of the Hierophant. So what is the Hierophant about? That can be people that are not wanting to talk about their relationships to other people when they start digging for info. The Hierophant, yeah, this is all kind of ex-sibling, children, kids, fucking parenting, because two people are talking in a relationship and they're more than likely telling everybody else to put out of it. It's not anybody else's business, but ours. Okay. Forgive, let that shit go. 3 of Swords. Again, man, more clients, siblings, pages, messages. There are messages. There is speaking and not speaking. I don't think you're not speaking to your partner, because I think you are. I think a lot of you are actually speaking to a partner. If not, you're speaking to a parent, but you're not speaking to your partner. But majority of you should be speaking to a partner of marriage and potential energy of the future. Because why? Because I'm in a relationship. That's why. Okay, how are they getting on? Good. That's it. That's about as much info that is basically given to a person that is trying to maybe kibosh other people's relationships. It's because they don't trust someone with the information that they have on their life. That's why they lie. Because they don't trust you with the information. Right? This can also be scamming and stuff like that. Be careful of that, because I've been a victim of that over the past few weeks. Okay, that I've had to change all of my stuff. Be careful around someone trying to get access to money, bank accounts, that kind of stuff here. Information into your love lives, information. Well, basically take a person, pick them out of a hat. The person you don't trust, don't tell that person about your relationship. Okay. Okay, 3 of Pentacles here. 5, again. You've got Sagittarius, Taurus, life path 5, sabotaged energy. Someone that feels down, rotten. Amsterdam, someone from Amsterdam, rotten. Something's going off. You're a hot mess, fact, clean yourself up. I don't know what that's for. Could be a Scorpio, Aries. Oh, brother, I'm in this party here. I'm fine, apart from I do need to go to the dentist and I do need to get this treadmill going so I can lose weight. But hey ho, Andrew, hey ho, or a ho, or a whore. What? I don't know. It might be syphilis or anything like that. I don't know. Someone that's got a chlamydia or something. I don't know. Someone that's been sleeping around a lot. Don't shoot the messenger. I don't know. Right, but there's something around. Clean yourself up. I don't know. I mean, if you're an addict, don't worry about that. You know, I've been there. I know. I've been a counsellor and God knows what else. I know how difficult that is if you're trying to stop doing something. Okay. It's only willing if you are. There's help out there. There's loads of help. It's just willing. The work for addiction can only really be done by oneself. It means that it's you that has to detox. It's you that has to go through that pain. It's just learning to trust. That's the worst bit that comes after addiction, is learning to trust yourself in society. When you've gone through learning to trust yourself in society, it's learning to be able to trust yourself around friends, which means that if these are people who are not friends, they're really just more of acquaintances, which is really not a good idea. When you've gone through that, because there are many cycles to addiction, okay? So like if you're trying to stop drinking, don't go into pubs, don't hang around gardens of drinking and alcohol. People that also smoke weed and do cocaine and stuff like that. So that's about sorting out your group. That takes quite a long time to get to that level. When you're at that level, then you have to start building trust then within parents, so they actually believe you around money and stuff like that, of all the money that you may have borrowed or even stolen. But don't worry about it. It's just because you're more of a jackal and hired energy at that time. You're not acting yourself, right? You're acting for an addictive substance that's getting you to have it, okay? So you're an addict, okay? But, you know, it takes a long time to be able to... This is why I don't really agree with rehabilitation centre, okay? When you're in a rehabilitation centres, you know, they stable your life because you are not part of society, okay? You're not out there in danger. So they protect you under an umbrella. And you go through peer group counselling and so on and so forth, and you talk about your problems and you release the energy of an addiction, okay? But when you are slowly fed back out into society, that's where the danger comes, okay? So a lot of people in rehab, they go out of rehab, relapse, and then go back in. It's just like prison, okay? They go out of prison, they can't cope, blah, 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 they end up doing it again, they go back into prison. Rehabilitation centres of addiction are exactly the same thing, okay? So it takes many years of accomplishing being able to slowly build up, like at home. DF11, well, they used to be called DF118s. It's now called Subutex. Subutex is an opioid blocker, okay? So it gives you opioids, but it also blocks heroin and methadone and things like that, okay? So it's a very good drug to stabilise your life, and you will need to take it for quite some time because you can stay on that for as long as you like. It doesn't seep into your bones. They can also reduce the amount per milligram of milligram, okay? So they can really start to lower your milligram, okay? But they also gives you a lease of life. So you can build that up in society and feel safe outside of rehab, so it doesn't cost you that amount of money, okay? It depends on whether you've got insurance, because here we can claim it off the government. They'll feed you the money to use that, okay? But if you have insurance, it's a really good idea. Sorry if people are boring people. For people that need help, okay? I used to be one. I used to be a counsellor and someone that used to work in a rehab and out of a rehab, okay? Subutex. It's an opioid blocker. It blocks the receptors of you using opiates, but it gives you what you need so you don't feel ill. During that time of being in societies where you can build up trust within yourself to not hang around old places, old acquaintances, old behaviour. When you're doing that, you're doing it with action of doing it instead of being locked into a society of rehabilitation centre, coming out and then thinking, oh fuck, I've got nothing to protect me apart from me. Then I'm learning that I could relapse, okay? If you don't do that, you don't spend the money on a rehabilitation centre, you use the money on tablets that block receptors. During that time, you build up the trust within yourself, you start new friend groups, peer group counselling outside, okay? Then you start building up the trust within family because they'll start to believe what you're doing, how you look, how you act, okay? When you do that, it's much easier coming out, like not, y'all know what I mean, right? Trust me, okay? I can help you out much more than people that are doing it in rehabilitation centres, okay? Because the trust of what you have has to be built when you come out with fuck all, with nothing. Learning about life again, learning how to cope in strategies of situations that are very dangerous for people, okay? Because you're a long-term addict. It takes a long time for brain receptors to start thinking differently, okay? So, just apply that to love life. Situations of negativity. Situations of dropping stuff, being prepared for the future. Okay, so that's a bit of general advice. So let's now start to look, Leo, see what you've got coming up for your blah, 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 blah. May. Sorry, because they were starting to get to look at me where some of this is about people that suffer through alcoholism. Okay, that's difficult because there's no receptor that can really block out alcohol. That's worse than that. Okay, so rehabilitation centre for alcohol, being alcoholic. I would kind of say more so. Okay, because that'll give you time away from pubs and clubs and hot heat and stuff like that. Okay. Time away is a better one for people that suffer through being alcoholics. Okay, but you still have that danger when you come out, but there's no tablet that can really help you there. Okay, so let's see. Leo for May. So there you are, Leo. More than likely here you could really be speaking to your partner. If this is not you, it's more of an Aquarian feeling coming through as the 8. But there's a lot of truth that's being spoken, okay? People that just like to hear the truth instead of just bullshit, basically, right? Some of you are still in search of the truth from something, okay? You've got the Empress here, so you could be dealing with the X energy. For a lot of you, it's a piece on the side. If not, you're really getting on very well with your partner. There's a mother-grandmother situation here also for a lot of you. There is a lot of sexual healing and tension of a Kundalini spiritual awakening that you could be having with this person. Okay, it's also thoughts of travel, planning and stuff. Okay, spending time with parents, possible. Leo. So Leo, wow. So you got a lot more of I'm hearing Laura. You've got this energy of, like I said, your spiritual divine connection. That's for sure. Some of you, or the name Gary or Tina, sure. To be sure, someone from Ireland or Idaho also, or a ho. I don't know. Someone's into poetry also. Yeah, you should be speaking and talking to your partner quite a lot. There's a lot of plans for the future. You could actually, like I said, be in a relationship here or an acquaintance of such. Let's see, Leo, what they got coming up for May. This is a coming up energy, yeah. There's judgment energy. There is also like dentists, hospitals, appointments, making an appointment for like chlamydia, sex, sexual kind of like looking for. This is to block receptors basically of a woman's cycle. So it would be like if I'm active and I'm having sex, I need to have STD checks, blah, blah, blah. I actually had mine done a little while ago, so everything with me was fine, but still make sure that you go for any kind of test that you can, okay? It might be COVID related, stuff like this, but it's a test, okay? It's a test of time and also requiring patience for a lot of you. Inpatients, outpatients, hospital, also requiring you to have patience and trust, Libra, okay? It's a very spiritual, divine connection that you've got with this person, 100%. This is where you start to feel it in the loins. Okay, so you should be speaking a lot, publicly speaking, doing things online for a lot of you. Psychic medium, esoteric, channeling energy here. Piscean, Aquarian, Leo. Yes, that's like tarot card readings and stuff like that. Me, I'm actually trying to come out of the public eye, really. But some of you love being in the public eye. But I'm trying to come off so much. I'll tell you towards the end, but let's see. To be quite honest with you, I'm a person that does YouTube, but I don't like being in the public eye all the time. I actually prefer to do like Patron. It's more relaxed for me, to be honest. Let's see. That's just how I feel at this time. Stay out of all the melodrama and stuff. Let's see. So Leo. Wow, 10 of Pentacles. Make it rain, Lorraine, Lucy, Laura, Louise, Louisiana. Make it rain. Some of you are earning a living, esoterically earning a living, and is paying the bills. For a lot of you, are the name Bill or Billy, which is my nickname. So the name Nikki, Nigel, Nixon. Nixon? Really? You're right, brother? You're getting on Nixon. Nikki Black Market. Some of you are DJs and stuff like that. Nikki Black. Anybody remember Nikki Black Market? You might be putting something on the black market, or on the market, or I'm on the market. Roll up, roll up, roll up, any old iron. You look sweet upon my seat. Let's see. Chaz and Dave. Right, Dave. Let's see. Leo. Oh, Silver's pussy. Oh, Dave. Right, Dave. Or John. I don't know. Whoever you call yourself. Let's see. Leo. Knight of Cups. You're with this person more than likely. You're talking, spending a lot of time with them. There is kind of this energy of talking to someone online here. It's either publicly speaking or talking, or publicly just, you know, you've gone public. We're on Facebook and we're like public. We're girlfriend, boyfriend, blah, 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 or whatever. Or we're telling people about relationships here. It's definitely a spiritual psychic connection that you've got going on here. This is twin flame kind of energy journey. Let's see. Leo for May. Three of Cups, Piscean for a lot of you, some of you, not all of you. But United. Man, United. Someone's from Manchester, Manchester, or from Leeds, or something like that. Steve's Electric. Your family's an eccentric. Hat-trick. Some of you, it might be Trick, Patrick, Fitzgerald, Fitzpatrick, Patrick. Patrick's Day. Someone's Irish here, from Ireland. St. Patrick's Day. Hey, Steve, you're out there, Steve. St. Patrick's Day. No, it's not Irish, is it? Aaron, Darren, Irish, Billie Eilish. You're heading to union anyway. Some of you are definitely with this person though, that's for sure. Okay. Overseas accountants. You might be looking at an accountancy, paying your tax here. That is coming up for everybody. So make sure that you've done your taxes. Income tax, no VAT. Could be dealing with a life path 7 or a Cancerian. Tax company, I own my own company, I have to pay my own tax. So maybe getting a tax rebate of some. This could be a tax rebate here. That's what I'm hoping from America. Because for the past year or so, I've been paying £350 a month to America. So now I've been given a, whatever you guys call it that come through the door, to say, hello, Steve, thanks very much for paying America £350 a month for the last year, since they started doing that on AdSense. Okay, and hoping that I will receive a rebate by also paying tax here on top of that when it comes here. Oh yes. If any of you out there think that YouTube is a wonderful, marvellous way of earning money, it is if you have many things going at once. But trust me when I tell you that America takes shitload off you in tax if you're from the UK. They do. They do. Okay, so it's like income tax, that kind of stuff. And yes, I didn't stutter. £350 a month. That's not a year. That's a month. So be careful around that if you're kind of like thinking that YouTube is just some sort of miraculous way of earning money, because you will be rammed with tax here. Someone could be ramming someone. I don't know. Anyway, I'm hearing John, Paul, McCartney, also Raymond, something about Raymond. Give your heart to somebody soon, right away, anyway, so yeah, no more messing about. So if you want the rest of this reading, you can join Patron. First tier and second tier is where this reading goes. First tier is like $3, I think, $3 or $4. It's really not much. You get 2 monthlies on that tier. If you are part of the full access bundle, you will get this same reading and the other one, but you will only get the weeklies over on the full access bundle, because once I've done the monthlies, I'm going to do the final week, but you will only see it on the full access bundle. All weeklies now for a little while are only going to be done on Patron full access bundle. During those weeklies you will get the same kind of reading, clarified, steampunk deck, the hidden truth, the messages of closure. Each reading that I do from those cards are also clarified as a separate reading. This reading clarified, hidden truth clarified, messages of closure clarified, steampunk deck clarified, and also in the shadows clarified as different readings of thoughts, feelings, emotions, movement, non-movement, kids, children, work, whatever you like. It will all be there, but they are the weeklies, and I can put more time and effort into the people that are supporting financially, so I can give them more. Okay, that's what I'm doing for a little while. But you will only see it on the full access bundle. That's the weeklies. Okay, having a little bit of time away from YouTube, but on YouTube, if you are following and supporting on YouTube, you will also get, like I said, 2 monthlies, the beginning parts, but you will also see the random readings that I pop up every other day that give you a storyline to follow to see if it is generalized in your direction of something for you to watch and see if you get any truth out of that. Okay, they will be full readings. Okay, but I do need supporting at the same time. Okay, alright guys, thank you Leo, I really appreciate it, and I'll hopefully see you over on Patreon.